35 numbers. So it's a pretty good position to be in. You can not play your best and still win by that much, right?
Yeah, well, we got some stuff to work on. No, we really do, and myself just trying to find a rhythm early on. But hats off to our guys up front and our running backs for establishing a run game early. That helps us out so much. They did a hell of a job, protecting all day. And again, our guys made some plays, and to feel the way we feel, and knowing we could have played better, winning 35-0. I think that's a good problem to have.
Josh, can you kind of take us inside that statement, trying to find a rhythm early on in terms of we kind of talked about that last week a little bit after you didn't hit that deep ball early or whatever against Pittsburgh. But coming out of the half, you got the drive together. Talk about that process today and maybe where your game is at. Yeah,
just finding some comfortable plays that the entire offense likes. Our receivers are comfortable with some of the stuff that we were running in the second half. I know I was, and not saying that I wasn't early on, but we had some more game plan stuff trying to put in, and hats off to them. They got some really good players over there, and they made some really good plays today. But there's some things that we need to do better communication wise, and it starts with me. So again, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to learn from on this tape, and again, winning the way we did, it feels good.
Early in the game, you probably played two of the best secondaries in the NFL, right? Because early in the game, your guys were having trouble winning, in the first half especially. Can you kind of describe having to play these two secondaries the first 2 weeks?
Yeah, they got some players. They get paid on that side of the ball too, and they're supposed to make some plays, and they did today. But again, we can clean some stuff up, especially with myself, just finding some stuff early on and getting off quicker, off the first read a little quicker, and just forcing them to cover everybody on the field.
Dion, I know the offensive line as a whole was pretty disappointed last week in the performance. How do you feel like you guys responded this week?
Definitely, we put the right foot forward. We still have a lot of things to clean up. Like everybody sees the and the score, but there's a lot of little things that go into it that we take personal, and that we got to do a better job because it'll hurt us in the long end. But as long as we just stay on it and just keep pushing, the O-line will be all right.
Devin's touchdown run, the 46-yarder, I don't think he got touched.
Yeah.
When the O-line's able to get blocks like that, what's that feeling like on the sideline?
It's a great feeling because we care about our running backs just as much as we care about our receivers. And for any time that a running back can run without getting touched or even just getting in the end zone, we also take very personal. So hats off to Motor and those running backs, the skinny guys that I call them, and we're going to try to continue to get them in the end zone more times without getting touched.
Josh. Is it more about the more repetition of the offensive line playing together? Because in the preseason, you guys really didn't play together an awful lot. Is that because you guys look really more in sync, especially on the run play?
So I'm guessing that you're talking about the rotation of the guys.
Repetition of how you guys seem more in sync.
Yeah, I mean, that all helps. Anytime that you can practice what you're doing, I mean, it helps. Yeah.
Josh, Tua's in his second year now. Obviously, you didn't get to see much of him today, but you were one of those players that really made that leap from the second year and then to where you are now. Can you talk about looking back at that second year? Do you remember what was most important to you then to make that leap?
Yeah, I mean, the game just kind of slows down a little bit. Second, I don't know if he's got the same OC or in the same system or not. But that helps. Camaraderie with your teammates helps. And then just, trusting what your coaches are telling you and trusting the guys around you. And I think that was a big thing for me, not trying to do too much. I still took my lumps in my second and really last year too, and I'm going to continue to take lumps and learn from them as we go. But I'm just going to say one thing about the O-line to that question. I mean, we changed stuff yesterday into our run game, put in new plays, and our guys rolled with it and figured out a way, to go out there and apply it. So, being an O-lineman is not easy by any means. There's so many different bullets flying at you, and they get the blame sometimes when they really shouldn't. People don't know our blocking schemes and our run schemes and where our fits are supposed to be and stuff like that. So again, those are my guys.
Josh, Dion, to that point, how hard is that to do? I mean, what Josh is talking about, to just throw stuff in on Saturday, how difficult is that for you?
Anytime that stuff goes in late, it's hard, but we're all pros, so we learn how to deal with it, and we have a great quarterback and great guys on the offense that make it easier for us. They're up there, and well, I think that the quarterbacks are the most smartest guys in the building. So when they could, like, just put, like, little hints, like, all right, guys, this is what we're doing, that's cool. And that's exactly what Josh did to keep us all with that right foot forward. So hats off to Josh.
I know this was another game for
Wow.
you, but you're 6 in a row against the Dolphins with a win. What is it about playing Miami that kind of just brings the best out of you, or a winning effort out of you when you do win?
I mean, we got 52 other guys on the team that contribute to this and go into the scout team as well. So we got 60 plus in the building that are working their tail off, and division games are the ones that you need to win. You got to win a lot of other ones as well, but you can't lose in the division. That's our goal, is to win every game in the division. And I don't know if it's an extra added effort, but we work really hard. Especially when we play teams in the division.
Josh, what did you talk about at halftime when you came out to begin the third quarter and took the offense right down the field to put you guys up 20?
Yeah, we know we needed to get 6 there, and we had a couple plays early on in that first quarter that helped us get a couple scores. So we wanted to put something together that was long, sustaining, and really, putting us up 21-0 coming right out of the third quarter. I think that's huge for a team to have that sense of okay, we still can play aggressive here, and we don't have to worry about any consequence. We don't have to be afraid. Let's just go and pin our ears back and play hard, and that's what our guys did. And hats off to our defense too. Goose egg in the NFL. That doesn't happen too often. So we got to appreciate these types of moments and the type of plays that our guys made today. That was awesome to see.
John, what did Zach Moss show you guys?
Yesterday? What was the reason for the additions?
Just new stuff in the game plan. Coaches see different things. And again, we don't really have much say of what goes in. And,
Absolutely.
I think I have the most say, but I still don't have much say. And whatever they put in, we gotta run it. It's our job to go out and execute.
What did Zach Moss show you guys?
Just one game, and you guys were like, "Don't panic. We're not panicking." What does it say for this team to bounce back in this way, to go on the road and get a divisional win? What does it say about this team?
It just says that we learn from our mistakes, and that we know how to let things go and move on to what's next. And that just shows the type of character of the guys that we have in our locker room, that we did not let what happened last week destroy us, because something like that can destroy a football team. Any loss, especially home. With the media in itself, there's a lot of different parts and that goes with it. But for the guys that we have in our locker room to put that to bed and move on and with a fresh start, and that just shows that we have the right guys to get this thing done.
Sean, there was a hunger in this team. Did you guys feel that? Was it different this week than last week?
Absolutely. And I think, especially the first week, it's such an overreaction from really everybody, media, and people see that, coaches see that. So around the facility, just slightly different feeling. And as a team, we're let's calm down, take it one game at a time. And that's exactly what we got to do with this week as well. This is after we learn from the tape tomorrow, it's gone, it's put to the bed. And we got a really good team in Washington coming. I think they're coming to Buffalo next week. So we got to find a way to put together a good game plan and go execute for that game.
What did Moss show you guys coming back from that fumble to score twice in the second half?
It just shows that Moss is a guy of character, and he flushed that as well. And Moss said, "Look, and the next time I touch Ennis' ball, I'm gonna make it count." And he did that 2 more times, and he ran behind his big guys, and he just put his head down and
That last one was sweet, too.
and kept on chucking them on.
2 more guys.
Obviously, just scramble, making a play, and again, me and Diggs just kind of have that rapport of I see something, he sees it too, and he made a good play of he was running that way, he came back and ran the other way, and just 1, 2, and 3 really weren't open. The running wasn't an option, and just trying to give my guy a chance.
When you see that play on film, is that something where you're like, oh man, I probably shouldn't be doing something like that, or are you just happy with the result?
We call those attaboys. You completed attaboy.
Attaboy.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.